Department Relay for Life, our baseball tournament, will you do that one? You got item number 7 and item number 9. And item number 10 is payable, payables. Jeremy, will you take that one out? Jeff, you'd probably run it, right? Okay. Okay, committee reports. We looked at your problem one, Walter went over there with Larry today.
You saw it?
Yeah, I didn't see it myself, but yeah, when I asked him to go over there, he said we just left from there, so, they're gonna fix that, okay?
I'll have it.
Okay, okay, Joe?
Several things, Mayor. One, I'm just gonna, I've got the fire department sending me total calls for the month, and I'm just gonna recap those during the meeting, if that's okay.
Yeah,
The other thing is, also I'm gonna mention about Citronelle High School varsity soccer tonight. Their season is
we
kicked
got
off.
their water down there, by the way.
Well, this is,
Down behind
The soccer field?
Jones, between Rod and Jones.
this is the high school soccer program that I'm gonna mention. Also, I think that we're gonna have a need for a part-time dispatcher. And I was wondering if we could go ahead and start entertaining motions to open the list for a new dispatcher.
I have to, first call the first billboard for list, right? Lori, don't I have to do that? Go through
No,
those?
You gotta do this right.
make a motion to open it.
Yeah, I need to, I
You
think
talking
that
about over and above,
over
Kelly,
and
that
above
we
the new
just
one that
hired?
we've got,
Okay,
I think we're gonna have a need for another
but don't
one.
we have to send for a new list?
That's what he's gonna do, open.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a
Okay.
motion to open,
Mhm.
position
Oh, okay.
part-time
Open it.
Yeah,
dispatcher.
okay. Well, we probably will need one eventually.
Yes,
so-
ma'am. Yeah, and we will, and we just soon get one trained up and in place. Also, and I know that Stuart's not here, but if she could take the message to ask about that, we've been discussing the veterans portion of Pinecrest Cemetery. If she could ask Stuart to check on the status of that for us.
And you're referring to the portion where the cost would be either reduced or waived
Yes,
altogether?
ma'am. And also, I've been in discussions with Stuart about the merger of the Citronelle Rescue and Volunteer Fire. And after looking at the fire department's call rates, I can see where it's going to be important that we move forward with that. If you can ask Stuart to give me an update on that, I'd appreciate that. Also, I had a conversation with Nick Cronin and about the bond issue that Sarah Lynn just did. And Nick told me that that was a project that actually took them several months and a trip to New York City to meet with the bonding agents. And what they did is they borrowed enough money to retire some old bonds and then meet some immediate debt that they had. They had purchased a fire truck that had a $400,000 one-year balloon note that was due, and they're also going to purchase new police vehicles and whatnot, and to make some hires, to free up some money for the general fund to hire some medic hires. So it wasn't a very easy or straightforward process. It was very intensive. That and you know, you look at, he was telling me, if you look at the reason that they were able to qualify for such a low rate is if you look at their revenue that they generate in that area. Because they borrowed almost $12 million. He also mentioned the fact that there are tremendous fees, that they paid several $100,000 in commissions on that particular bond. So, you know, just to bring you that, I
Thank
said I
you
would
for doing that.
do that, and I did.
What else?
That's it, ma'am.
I got 3 topics, and I don't know we're gonna talk about them here or in the council meeting. One, it has to do with a bid proposal for installing the modifications or upgrading of the sprinkler system at the golf course. I talked to an engineer, and another one has to do with the edging of the lake, the third one has to do with the golf course advertising, okay? So, regarding the bid proposal, I talked to an engineering firm that DMB at Andalusia that I had talked to back about 6 months ago, and gave him a thumbnail sketch of what we wanted to do, which is just to prepare a bid proposal and see the project through, basically the same thing as Speak does whenever they did the lake or whatever. And his fee from that is going to range, he estimates to range around $6,000 to $9,000 for the complete package. So a couple of thousand if we handle the bidding, if we handle opening the bids and negotiation with the contractors. But I think if we would be better off if we're going to let him handle it, we ought to go ahead and let him handle the whole thing like we did with Speak and Associates. So we talked about a ballpark figure of $65,000 roughly for, that's what I'm told, for equipment and labor to install it, and another engineering, to draw up an engineering fee and handle the bidding process and so forth. There was around $6,500 to $9,000 in that range. And my recollection of the fees that Speak charges is that this is in the very close range with what their engineering fees are, in conjunction with the percentage of the chart, the percentage based on the pricing. So where do we go from here? I'd like to have y'all's feelings on what you think about it. I really think we'll do the project and so forth. In order to upgrade the golf course, I think it would be remiss if we didn't, because it's not going to get any better. And it would certainly eat up a lot of our labor out there during the summertime out in the water. So.
What was budgeted this year?
Zero. We talked about it, it was deemed that there was.
$6,500 to $9,000 on engineering.
Yeah.
Can it be done in stages?
I would think not, unless you want us to do the front line and back line, but from what I'm understanding, probably the guy who's not a contractor, but he sells sprinkler systems, and he's very familiar, of course, with what we need. We're using an advisory role out there. His estimate is that we can probably put it in a couple of weeks if we get a professional contractor who installs golf course equipment, sprinkler systems on golf course. And what this is involved would be using equipment that would be somewhat non-invasive as far as the fairway is concerned. In other words,
These are mostly fairway.
Every fairway is going to have to be disturbed. And what we would propose is that it would be part of the specification that the contractor of choice, or the bidder, would in using, for the lack of a better term, a non-invasive equipment to install the cable.
Trench it for the water lines.
Well, there's very little water line, not much water lines, and that's
So
what
it'd be for the control cables.
for the cable. And they have a machine that will go through as, for lack of a better term, kind of like a soil machine or something. It's non-invasive. It brings the soil back and down so that you don't have a trench running down the middle of your golf course fairway. And by doing that, as opposed to a contractor with a trencher out there putting it down, it's a little bit less disturbance and whatever, certainly less of obstruction and less an eyesore to do it. So that's what I would suggest that we do in preparing the specification, is to make that part of the specification, and that we have the name of 3 contractors who possess that type of equipment and does that kind of work that we could bid. I don't know who they are, but I just got the names supposedly on with them.
And this would be a priority above the cart path.
Yeah,
And
yeah, oh yeah.
And back 9 bathroom.
Well, back 9 bathroom is a different deal. The mayor's gonna handle that with the in-house